Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan my generals. How are you all doing today? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling Aries, because we have another jam-packed read today. Now today's read is an all signs read. So we're gonna pull out an oracle, a tarot, a Jamaican proverb, and let's see what messages, okay, let's see what wants to come out, what intuitive messages want to come out. So sit back, relax with a nice cup of tea or a beverage of your choice, honey. Yes, as we gather these intuitive reads. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to Wagwan Tarot and Tea. Come and join the Love and Light family as we and gather all of these intuitive reads. Yes, honey. All right. So we have all of the zodiac signs laid across here. So we've got Aries, we've got Taurus, okay, we have Gemini, okay, we have Leo, okay, we have Virgo, we have Cancer, we have Libra, hey, we have Scorpio, we have Sagittarius, we have Capricorn, we have Aquarius, okay, and we have Pisces. So we are going to have a look and see what messages wants to come out for each zodiac sign, okay? All right, so let's get into it. Okay, we're going to start with Aries. So for Aries, okay, and we've got we're going to be using the Good Karma Tarot deck today. So for Aries, what message wants to come out for Aries? So for the collective message, please, all signs message for Aries, what do they need to know? Oh, so we've got the 10 of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. That came out in reverse, so we're going to just read out what the message is that is coming out for us. But I feel like it's kind of a message that, you know, maybe taking that time to really work on, I feel like I'm kind of getting the time to really unwind and making sure that you are looking after yourself, because I feel like sometimes if we're not taking that time to make sure that we are prioritizing ourselves, and this could even be like a nature of that maybe when you are busy, when you've got so much going on, that sometimes you're not also, if there is like maybe any love interest or anything going on for you, you don't have time for it because you're so focused on what you're doing. So I feel like the messages here is saying really make sure you are taking time to look after yourself. But I feel like it's also, especially with the 10 of Wands being here, just being mindful as well, like examine any routines or anything like that that could also maybe impacting on your ability to make free time, especially if there's like in terms of like a love interest, because I feel like the Knight of Cups, this could be signifying a love interest being here at this time. Also making sure that you have time, you're spending time, you know, with your loved ones and things like that. I feel like that there's a key message here. Okay, now I'm going to pull out an oracle message and see what oracle message wants to come out for Aries. So let's have a look. Okay, what messages wants to come out for Aries? Right, so I'm just putting it so you can see it better. Okay, all right. So what oracle message? So this is the mermaid deck. Now this is one of my favorite decks. I'm just going to see what message wants to come out for Aries. Stay optimistic. Stay optimistic. So your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Now, how we were saying earlier, intuitive messages, okay, was about that. Sometimes you might be, you know, you could be working on lots of things, but making sure you are prioritizing and taking time for yourself. I feel like this is why this message is here, because it's saying to remind yourself to stay optimistic and focus on, I feel like it's like focus on, you know, that okay, you might be working on your goals and you really want to get things done, but make sure you're also putting yourself in that process as well. So prioritizing you, looking after you, okay, because there's only one you, okay? So bear that in mind, okay? All right. So we're going to pull out a Jamaican proverb now, and let's see what the Jamaican proverb wants to tell us. Oh, we had two. Okay. So we have Doppy know who for frighten. Now this one hasn't popped up in the read for a while. Doppy know who for frighten. Now a Doppy means like a ghost, like a kind of like a spiritual entity, okay? But I feel like with this message, Doppy know who for frighten, it's kind of saying that like a Doppy or a ghost or some kind, anything like that can kind of intimidate somebody, or like some kind of energy can intimidate somebody if you don't feel secure in yourself, if you're not feeling confident in yourself, okay? So it can also represent like a bully. So it says pick on it can pick on people who's most vulnerable. So protect yourself. So what? Protect yourself. So I feel like this could be also with this energy of like maybe overworking yourself. If you are overworking yourself, it can then make you vulnerable to not seeing that maybe, okay, am I being overworked here? Am I being all I feel like it's kind of getting this energy of just being mindful of what's going on around you, because I feel like the more you tap into prioritizing you, because there's a strong energy of like making sure you're prioritizing you, I feel that will help you to see like, wow, maybe in this situation, is it kind of fair what's going on? Because I feel like, you know, it came out like this, you know, and I feel like for it to come out like this, it's also a reminder that there could be some kind of energy of feeling like there's some things that you need to let go of. There's things that you may need to be mindful that could be impacting on your ability to see what's going on around you. And I feel like that can be making sure you are prioritizing you and looking after your well-being, okay? Right, now let's have a look and see what, okay, and not everything, okay, so the next one is, and not everything good for eat is good for talk, and not everything that is good for eat is good for talk. So this simply means, you know, sometimes it's best leaving things unsaid. You're not having to overshare, not sharing your business, okay? Don't repeat everything you hear, no matter how good, no matter how good, no matter how, you know, in Jamaican culture, it's about emphasizing, okay, and repeating maybe a particular word twice, okay? In this reference, it's about no matter how good the information is, okay? No matter how good the information is, no matter how good it is, some tea is better left cold. You hear that, collective? Sometimes it's best to leave things cold, you know, and not having to share. So I feel like this could also maybe mean like maybe something to do with your love life. It could be maybe some new opportunities you're coming your way. I feel like it's like maybe, you know, sometimes you don't have to, you know, if it's like, and it could also be maybe like people who might be prying into your business, like, oh, what's going on in your love life, what's happening for you. And I feel like it kind of says, you know what, let it materialize, and then maybe if you feel like saying something. But I feel like it's like kind of also saying if there's a new interest or there's like new things going for you, like sometimes, you know, it's best to kind of just keep things to yourself. And I feel like that can also be why the stay optimistic is here, because it's kind of like sometimes if you've got like any things that you're working on and it's still maybe in the works, you know, and especially like, let's say some people who may not have the best intentions, okay, maybe just want to find out, but then maybe again that sometimes that energy can then create blockages. So I feel like it's also saying, you know, just really focus on what it is that you want to do and just go ahead with it, but making sure you prioritize you. Okay, I feel like that's the key message today, is making sure you prioritize you. Okay, so that's Aries. So we put Aries out the way, and we've got Taurus now. So we're moving on to Taurus. Okay, so let's see what the message has for Taurus. Ooh wee. Okay. All right, Taurus. Okay, so we're moving on to Taurus now. Let's move on to Taurus now. So with Taurus now, let's have a look and see what messages for Taurus. Okay, so we're going to start with the good karma. Let's see what message wants to come out. Felt like one wants to come out, but we'll do it again. Message for Taurus. The Tower. So we've got the Tower here for Taurus. Now, in regards to the Tower being here, okay, the Tower can also represent. All right. Okay, so the Tower, with the Tower being here, the Tower can represent an energy of kind of like, there might be things that are happening right now that may look like, okay, like, you know, everything I'm trying to work on right now, it just doesn't seem to be like coming together. You know, you might be kind of saying, what's going on here? Why, you know, why is this happening? But I feel like with the Tower being here, I kind of see the Tower as, you know, for some people they might see the Tower as like, dun dun dun, oh no, like everything is crashing and burning around you. But I feel like the energy of the Tower is here to say, you know what, sometimes we can be working against ourselves, and it's like the universe's way of just saying, right, we got to shut this down, because I've been trying to hold on you. I'm trying to be waiting on you to see if you're gonna make the right choices for yourself. And I can see you just need a little bit of help. And this might mean that, you know, it might look in a way like, okay, everything is kind of like crashing and burning, and you're thinking, oh, what do I do? But I feel like if you tap into that energy, you say, you know what, everything that's happening right now is for my greater good. I feel like it will then really help you to see, wow, I see why this needed to come to an end. Because if I continued in this path, it would only take me down a path that I didn't really want. But now seeing that the Tower moment has come, and it could be either like something to do with an ending of a career, a new job, or maybe you might be moving to somewhere else that can give other opportunities. Like sometimes something you might, and I always get this kind of like with the Tower as well. Sometimes it can be something unexplained. You might not always know. You know, sometimes you don't always know the answer or why, and then later it comes down the line and says, oh, this is why this had to happen, because I see that if I had continued in this place, if I had continued, I wouldn't have got as far as where I am now. Okay, and I feel like that is the message, that if there is anything happening right now, okay, if there's been any kind of like chaos or some kind of transformation going on, just see it's all for your greater good. Okay, and I would say also I'm going to call on Archangel Michael, and Archangel Raphael. I ask for your assistance in giving the collective support at this time. If they're going through any kind of like transformational energy or anything right at this moment of time, just to be there to guide them and support them. Thank you. All right, so we're going to pull out a Jamaican proverb, and let's see what the Jamaican proverb wants to tell you as well. It's an additional message. Okay, it feels like quite a few want to come out. So, when man belly full, him brock pot. When man belly full, him brock pot. This simply means, Okay, when somebody is content with what they have in life, okay, when the man's belly is full, he will break the pot. That's the English translation. Okay, when a man's belly is full, he will break the pot. So that kind of goes to the idea of that when you're content with something, you don't want any more. You are content. So it's like being satisfied. Sometimes we can forget the little things. So be present and be thankful for your blessings, daily gratitude. And I feel like this is where the energy I feel like this is where the energy of the tower is coming in, because it's kind of that energy of making sure you know, you are constantly being thankful of what's going on in your life. Even if there is like some kind of tower moments, you know, just saying, you know, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that, because I feel like it will help you to stay grounded and it will help you to stay connected with your true life purpose. Okay, maybe what you had gone to study wasn't and you thought, right, I invested all this time, I invested all this energy, you know, to pursue a particular career, to pursue a particular interest. Maybe it was not, you know, your true life purpose, and a situation that has occurred has now made you realize, or has made you see that, wow, you know, I could be doing something else completely different that will give me the time, the space, you know, even more financial opportunities, you know. And I feel like it's also an outlook, it's the mindset, and it's how to, you know, I feel like it's like also telling us to be open, keep our minds open, okay, that there's possibilities everywhere. Okay, right, let's pull out an oracle message. Okay, what oracle message does Taurus need to know at this time? What oracle message does Taurus need to know at this time? What oracle message does Taurus need to know at this time? Ooh, so we have wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. So I feel like this could be, you know, if there's anything that you might be looking at, where it could be making a large purchase, or there could be like maybe some things that you need to explore or deal with. And we are currently in the Mercury retrograde, which can impact when it comes to communication, you know, dealing with things, making sure you check the small print of thing when it comes to any kind of documents or anything like that. But I feel like it's saying this time, take that time to wait, and be sure to, like, if you can, just create a habit of just looking around you. And it could be starting with something small and just saying, like, I'm thankful for the cup that I'm drinking in. I'm thankful for the home that I live in. And I feel like that will help you to kind of really stay grounded, stay connected. And you know what is the best way that I love to stay grounded, collective, is to dance. If you can, just move your feet, place your feet in some grass, but to move your feet and to move your body is such a great way to really help you to stay grounded and to feel connected. Okay, all right, so that's Taurus done. Okay, right, let's have a look now at Gemini. So where's the fellow Geminis at? Okay, where are you fellow Geminis? Gemini. Okay, so we've got Gemini now. Right, so we're going to look into Gemini. Okay, let's see what message Gemini needs to know at this time. So it's all signs reading. Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? I feel like it's more than one. Gemini. Woo, yep. 8 of coins, and we've got 10 of wands. So I feel like whatever you're doing, Gemini, you're going to be really busy, really busy. But I feel like there's also a similar message on with regarding with Aries and the 10 of wands. I feel like making sure you are always taking time to look after your well-being, because I feel like your well-being is going to be very key at this time. But I feel like you know, the projects that you could be working on and the time and energy that you're because I feel like there could have also been lots of late nights to really work on things. It could be also just like any passions or any kind of anything that you have that you want to really just delve in and really focus on. I feel like it could be like hobbies that you now see that you could do and run as like your business. So it could be like a kind of like a business enterprise, or maybe pursuing your career. I feel like it's going to really flourish, and you're going to see it as well in terms of like your money opportunities and things like that growing for yourself. Okay, so I'm kind of getting the strong energy of with the 10 of Wands and the 8, okay, as booked and busy. Booked and busy. Now, if we in numerology, we've got the 10. So the 10 can represent, you know, that like an end of a cycle, but with the 8 as well, it's kind of like that strong kind of like doing energy, strength. Now, if we do the add the 1 and the 8 together, that makes a 9. That makes a 9. So I feel like that 9 can represent that kind of, you know, really coming into your own, that independence. I feel like that's kind of the strong energy of what's going on here at this time. And I feel like the more you tap into that energy of, you know, things that you enjoy doing, things that you, I feel like it's kind of specifically things that you enjoy doing that doesn't make you feel, I'm getting the energy of Bob Marley, something good about music, when it hits you feel no pain. That's the energy that I'm getting. It could be when something to do with your projects, when you do your projects, or when you do anything creative or anything that you thoroughly enjoy doing. I feel like it gives you this energy that it doesn't feel like work, it doesn't feel like chores, it doesn't feel like something, it doesn't feel, you don't get this monotonous energy from it. And I feel like it makes you feel good. It makes you feel this good energy. So tap into that and keep doing the things that you love, and keep doing the things you enjoy, because I can see it manifesting like great abundance and great opportunities, new opportunities. And I feel like it's opportunities that you couldn't even believe could unfold for you. So I feel like if it's like something to do with like setting up a business, you know, maybe starting something new, and it could be maybe something that you've been working, because I feel like it is something that you've been working on already. I feel like it will open new doors of opportunities for you to keep doing what you're doing. All right, let's pull out an oracle message now. Okay, let's see what oracle message is there for the collective who chose part. For the collective who chose part. This is not a pick a card reading. This is an all signs reading for Gemini. So for Gemini, what oracle message does the Gemini need to know right now? What oracle message? Okay. Yay. A helpful person. Someone wants to help you. So think of whom that might be and initiate contact. So this could be like a friend. This could be like someone, a relative, a family member, a colleague, someone who's like really supportive. And I feel like it's someone that you can trust as well. So whether it could be like, even if it's like to offload and to talk, or I feel like this person really wants to kind of be like be as supportive as much as they can. But I feel like as well with this, you know, sometimes when we can be so focused on just like doing and working on what we like, our goals and things like that, sometimes it can also tell us of the energy that we're not giving ourselves enough time to play. This is what I'm kind of getting, the energy of play. We're maybe not doing enough like spending time with like friends and going out, just so you can have that balance. And I feel like essentially it's saying making sure you give yourself plenty of time to have that balance, okay, as well. And I feel like that's where this helpful person, so it could be a friend, it could be a someone that you have a really good relationship with, you know, and they may have kind of just checked in and said, how's everything going on? I feel like it's like, you know, you can make sure you are giving yourself time to enjoy, okay? as well as like knowing that you enjoy the stuff that you do, but I feel like it's making sure you're creating that element of balance as well. Okay, all right. So last but not least, the Jamaican proverb. So let's see what the Jamaican proverb message wants to tell the collective. Wow, so we have every cave hole have him on doppy. Every cave hole have him on doppy. So this simply means like it can be to do with like everyone has their own skeletons. Everyone has their own skeletons. Everyone has their own skeleton. So I feel like this is to be mindful of that. It could be the energy of like with the 10 of Wands as well. Like there could be kind of some things that if let's say if there's a particular love interest or there's somebody you might be interested in, you know, everybody can have their own, let's say in sense I'm kind of getting like an energy of like maybe baggage. That's what I'm kind of getting. Maybe things that they could need to work on, things that we need to heal from. And I feel like we, you know, we can all have things that we can need to work on. So I feel like it could be also kind of this kind of picky energy of just being mindful of that. If you have a tendency of kind of trying to pick and choose, I think it's kind of also just being mindful of that at this time, okay? As well as with the helpful person, okay, and I feel like this could be also maybe the energy of the helpful person. If you're again really focused on just kind of working on yourself and your own projects, sometimes that can also impact on like you might be feeling quite picky and choosy on who you want to spend your time with. So I feel like it's also just taking that time to be mindful of that energy, okay? All right. Gemini, right, so we are moving on to Cancer now, right, so let's get on to Cancer. We'll get it all ready. We'll reshuffle the decks. Okay, all right, so Cancer, let's get on to Cancer. Okay, right, so this is an all signs read. So please like and subscribe at Wagwan Tarantee. Woo! So 5 of Swords for Cancer. Right. So 5 of Swords can represent an energy of that. There may have been some things that you have either had to move away from. There are things that I feel I'm kind of getting a strong energy of maybe friendships. There could be maybe also some kind of where you had to maybe cut some ties, and it could have maybe had made you put you in a position or made you feel a particular way that you had to make this choice, but I feel like it kind of came as a choice that maybe you not intentionally wanted it to happen in that way, but it did. But I feel like you know, with having those 2 swords, because if you see the figure here, it's like they're holding onto those 2 swords. I feel like this energy kind of resulted into like a conflict, but that conflict had to happen to make you see why it needed to happen. I hope that makes sense. Okay, all right, so let's have a look for the oracle card. Let's see what the oracle card wants to tell you. Oh, 2 wants to pop out. Ready, set, go. We've got dream. We've got dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. And we've got ready, set, go. Now is the perfect time to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So I feel like if it could have been anything to do, because look, these 2 also popped out. Break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. And alchemy, you have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So you had quite a few oracle messages that came out, but I feel like it's something that you definitely had to let go. And it could have been like a kind of a tug of war kind of energy of like, oh, but I don't know if I can. But I feel like things kind of shifted in that way to say, yeah, this is no longer working for me, it's no longer aligned with me, and I need to move on to new pastures, to new beginnings, or to the things that I enjoy doing, and it can even be like being around people that celebrate you, that welcome you. Now, especially with the Cancer energy, you know, I feel like especially with Cancers, they can be really like the lovers of love, you know, really enjoy spending time with people and showing people that they care, how they will kind of go as far as they possibly can. And I feel sometimes they can feel let down when it's not always happening, or they're not experiencing that kind of same energy from others. So I feel like this is why these because there's lots of messages, it might be for more than you know, some of these messages may resonate with the Cancers in the collective, but I feel like it's saying really take that time to really focus on any project or anything that you really wish to dedicate yourself to at this time, okay? And I feel like the Five of Swords is here as a reminder to say that the universe is also kind of working towards making things work around you, yeah? Okay, let's pull out a Jamaican proverb. Let's see what the Jamaican proverb wants to tell us. And guys, make sure you're staying nice and hydrated, okay, as we gather all of the intuitive gems in these all signs. Okay, let's have a look. So, watch your money transactions. Watch your money transactions and don't be scammed. Don't be scammed. Now, I did create a podcast episode about scammers. Don't be scammed, okay? Because, you know, there are, unfortunately, and it's not even just in the tarot world, they're kind of like there's scammers everywhere trying to look and see how they can try to pull on people's like maybe emotional or heartstrings to try and lure them in. So I feel like it's like at this time, just being mindful of that, okay? So be ready with your hat. So yes, be ready with your hat. So the Jamaican proverb is be ready with your hat, but slow with your money. Be ready with your hat, but slow with your money. Now, I feel like, especially with all the messages that came out with the Oracle, is again about taking time to prioritize you, making sure you prioritize you. And again, as we said about your pulling on your heartstrings, I feel like it's like you've really got to break free from anything that's not aligned with you, and break from anything that puts you in a position where you are not prioritizing your goals, your energy at this time. Really have to, you know, you align yourself with what it is you truly desire. So because it's saying you have that Midas touch, dream big, okay? Really focus on what you want, okay? All right, so that's Cancer. We're moving on to Leo. Let's see what message comes out for Leo. Okay, I'm going to have a quick shuffle. Okay, right. All right. Okay, so Leo, let's start with the Jamaican proverb first. What does Leo need to know at this time? In the part of the all signs read, what does Leo need to know? If it's love or just any general messages that they need to know. What does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know? Ooh, quite a few. Quite a few. But you know, we're going to pick one. Right, we're going to pick one. So, we've got, if you can't get your hand. So, if you can't, we're going to say it in a Jamaican way, okay? So, if you can't get your hand in a devil mouth. So if you get your hand in a devil mouth, take it out. If you get your hand caught in a devil's mouth, you got to take it out. If you get your hand caught in a devil's mouth, you have to take it out. And this is simply meaning it's like be careful, be cautious in getting out of difficult situations. Seek help where you can. Okay, so I feel like this is quite an important message for you at this time. We're going to have a quick look at what the other Jamaican proverbs. So here we've got the peacock hide him foot when him hear about him tail. So the peacock hides its feet when it hears any messages or anyone talking about its tail. And it's saying be careful about not being too proud, because being too proud stops you from growing. Don't stop yourself from learning. Okay. Wow. And that, I feel like that's a very strong energy with the Leo, is that it's kind of like that energy of being proud, really kind of being there at the center of attention. And I feel like it's saying just be careful of that energy doesn't turn into arrogance. Okay. All right, we'll have a quick look at the other messages. So there's something to do with money, so making sure it says John Crow never make him house till it rain come. So this is really about so the crow bird never makes a house, never makes a nest until rain comes. So this is like, make sure you are looking at after your money at this time. So if you can save, you can invest for a rainy day. Okay. Again, this message again about make this very similar to the being cautious. So making sure, like just being aware of any kind of situations around you at this time, and being mindful of those situations. Okay. Right, so let's have a look at the tarot. What does the tarot want to tell you? Because it seems like there was a lot of energies from the Jamaican proverbs about money, and being mindful of your money at this time, being mindful of any kind of like any kind of difficult situation, and I feel like as well a strong energy of pride. So being mindful of those kind of energies. Okay, what else does the Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know? Ooh. Eight of Cups. So I feel like the Eight of Cups is here as well to say, I'm going to see what's at the front. Page of Wands, which is that kind of fire energy, and the Three of Cups. But I feel like the Eight of Cups is kind of saying to there might be some challenges of where you then have to recognize you have to kind of leave you may have to leave anything behind you that can represents a kind of like a toxic energy, or an energy that where it's kind of like I'm getting the energy of like it keeps looping you back in, and it's like almost when you feel like you've done with it, something then kind of pulls you back in. And it could be again whether they may use the things that you particularly like, whether it could be like praise, it could be like really you know, focusing on, oh, you're really good at this, you're really good at that, and then you don't realize that, oh my gosh, you just like I've just been lured back into this whole thing that I didn't want to be back in again. Because we've got this energy about, if you be careful and be cautious about when getting into difficult situations, seek help where you can. Okay, and I feel like that's the strong energy. If there's any type of situation, whether it could be at work, you know, your career, or anything to do with finances, I feel like it's like really taking that time to do your due diligence, taking that time to make sure you've sit back and you've overviewed anything, anything. And we've got with the Three of Cups at the back, and I feel like that could be, especially the messages of the ones, so the message, I feel like that message could be, you know, also maybe seeking help from others, people that you trust, maybe for some advice, as well as to maybe overview things. So again, we are in the energy of the Mercury retrograde. So if there's any kind of like documents or anything like that, maybe also get somebody, maybe like in a legal profession, just to also have a look, or to check and overview things as well. Okay. Right, let's have a look and see what the Oracle wants to tell you at this time. What does the Oracle message want to tell you at this time? What does the Oracle message want to tell you? Right, so we have a healing heart. You're a powerful healer, Leo. So keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. You are a powerful healer. So I think Leo, this is a message that you need to know at this time, that, you know, whatever it is you're doing, or you're working on yourself, or you're just taking that time, just make sure, you know, you are I feel like you could also be you recognizing that power that you have, and I feel like that's where you can really tap into that power to then release, or to let go, or align yourself with things that are in line with you, you know, aligned with your true authentic self. Okay. All right, so that's Leo. We're moving on to Virgo. All right, so Virgo, come on in, Virgo. Right, just gonna do a quick shuffle for Virgo and see what message Virgo needs to know at this time. But there was quite a lot of proverbs for Leo, so we'll see what comes out. All right, let's start with the oracle for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know at this time as part of the all signs read? Right, we've got stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Now, Virgos, the Virgos that I know are very hard, like they're hard workers. They put their time, their energy, their money in everything they do. Like, you know, I give credit to Virgos, you know, and all the Virgos that I know, like my mother's a Virgo, like they put their time and energy in everything they do. Okay, so I feel like this is, you know, sometimes you could be working and you feel like I'm putting all my time and energy and I'm not really seeing what is going on. Why is this not happening? I feel like it's kind of just saying, you know, you're just at like, it's just like, it's so close, and I feel like it's kind of just saying, keep heed. I feel like that's what I want to say. Keep heed, keep going, you know. And I feel like maybe even just gratitude will really help you to kind of ground yourself, dance, you know, especially for you as an earth sign, to help you to stay grounded and just keep saying, you know, everything I'm doing is going to help me to get to point A. Everything I'm doing, and just even saying that I'm so thankful that everything I'm doing is helping me to get where I want to be. I'm so thankful that everything that I'm doing is getting me where I need, and I'm so close to the finish line. I can see it, and even like visualizing can really help you to stay grounded, and also to help you to stay connected and bring in that more of that law of attraction energy. Because I also, with the Virgo energy, I feel like sometimes you can, if things are not always coming into fruition, it can then create a kind of like a self-doubt energy. And I feel like this is kind of saying, at this moment of time, you need to stay optimistic with everything that you want to bring into your life and into your existence. Okay. All right, let's have a look and see what the Jamaican proverb wants to tell you now. Let's have a look. Ooh. So every best friend has a best friend. Every best friend has a best friend. So the Jamaican proverb with every best friend has a best friend. Okay. And I did do a podcast as well on it. And it was something to do with friends. I can't remember the title. Okay. I was trying to put it up. But it's basically saying, just be mindful that sometimes, you know, that friendships and discussions with others. So I feel like essentially it's also being mindful of who, you know, you might express, or who you might share certain particular information. And this could also be going on, you know, with like trusting your intuition, and I feel like if you tap into that energy of your intuition, I feel like you kind of know who those people are. But I feel like it's just telling it just to be mindful of those kind of energies that are around you at this time. Okay. And stay optimistic as well. Okay, stay optimistic. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna just pull out a quick tarot message. Let's see what the tarot wants to tell us. What message do you have for Virgo? What message do you have for Virgo? Ooh, that came out. But look at this. 8 of Wands wanted to pop out. Ooh, Woo! So I feel like, look, the Ten of Cups and the Devil's right here. I feel like the Eight of Wands is saying things are coming your way. Okay, things are coming your way. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. You got that Midas touch. Everything you touch just go. Woo, ooh, baby. Hey, it's Eight of Wands. So I feel like it's kind of saying, keep going, you know, don't stop, don't stop. It's like, see it as like you're a marathon runner and you're on your 8th round. You're on your 8th round. I can't remember how much they do at the Olympics, but just imagine you're on your 8th round and you've got one more to go, and you're now on the 9th round, and you can see the finishing line, but there's like a part of you going, oh, I don't know the finishing line. And I feel like, especially with the Ten of Cups is being here, I feel like it's kind of saying, you know, keep focusing on your goals, keep focusing on what drives you. But I feel like the Devil being here is that kind of the energy of your, if you're not too careful, the energy of the Devil could be, you know, can really tap in. And I feel like the energy of the Devil could be like any kind of like toxic environments, toxic negative self-talk. So be mindful of how you talk about your goals, your ambitions, your drives. Be mindful of how you also talk to maybe like your loved ones if you're in a relationship. Or I feel like it's being mindful that you're not repeating habits that you may have seen or witnessed, maybe even with your own families or your own parents. Like, I feel like it's saying, be mindful not to repeat it, because sometimes we can get caught up in this energy to say that we don't want these things, but then we end up doing those. We end up repeating the same things that we never liked, that we didn't like, that we saw maybe as a child, or things that we have witnessed and observed, and then we could be saying that. And now I feel like with the Virgo trait, and I feel like with the Virgos, I don't think they mean anything about it, but my experience with Virgos is that they can kind of be very much like, why are you doing it that way? Oh, you should do it like this. You can do it like, and I feel like that could maybe kind of I want to say it can drive people maybe up the wall a bit, but it comes from a good place. But I feel like this is where it might be, you need to be mindful of the friendships and discussions you have with others, because I feel like maybe it can it could maybe come across as not always as being supportive. So I feel like it's really just being mindful of conversations that you may have at this time, but I feel like it's also being mindful of conversations that you have with yourself. Okay, like even just saying to yourself, if something maybe doesn't seem to be moving in that way, although we see the Eight of Wands being here, so it tells us that things are going to be moving that way. I feel like it's just saying, you know, don't give up, but don't talk like you're giving up. Don't put that in the existence. And if you do get that energy, just say delete, because then that stops that transition from words, mouth, turns into power, into the subconscious. We're stopping that. Okay, and delete, and just really focus on bringing positive energy around you. Okay, all right, so that's Virgo. We're moving on to Libra now. Libra, so we're going to do a quick shuffle, and we are moving into Libra. Libra, 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 Libra. Okay, right. Okay, so let's start with the Jamaican Proverbs for Libra. So for Libra, what do they need to know at this time? Wow, so 2 came out. So for Libra, the Jamaican proverb for today is take what you get till you get what you want. take what you get till you get what you want. So take what you get, take what you receive until you get what you want. Okay, so work towards your goals and your goal. So work toward your goals, and every little step that you take towards your goal will help you to get where you really want to be. But you have to be disciplined and you have to be consistent. So by taking that time to really make those little small steps, even if it could say, right, I'm going to spend 15 minutes here and there to do this. I'm going to spend 15 minutes here and there to do that. Right, oh, you know what, I really want to finish off that Netflix show, but you know what, I'm going to dedicate that amount of time. Let's say if I was going to do a binge watch, I'm going to spend maybe 2 hours doing this instead, and then I can go back and do that. But I want to make sure I've spent that time really focus on doing that. Or say I'm going to organize my day to make sure I at least spend some time doing this. Okay, so I feel like it's kind of saying, just take that, if you take on that energy. And I feel like especially sometimes with Libras, there could be that energy of as well. Sometimes if you don't see it as something that you can achieve, it can kind of like, oh, I'll put it on the side for now. And then it can get to that point where it's like you know, again, it's thinking of yourself as the scales. So it's like creating that healthy balance for yourself. Okay, now this one came out also, which is the John Crow. John Crow is like a crow bird. Okay, crow. So the John Crow never make a house until rain come. The John Crow, the crow bird, okay, never make a house, never decides to make a nest until they see rain. Until they see rain, that's when. So it's kind of like, that's a little too late. So essentially, this is really about finances, not leaving things. And how we said earlier, the intuitive connection just came in with regards to, again, seeking the balance. You know, when you can, put some money aside. Don't leave it things, okay? Save and invest for a rainy day. So I feel like essentially it's saying, take that time to invest where you can, okay? Don't leave the money, or put the money in one place, or just keep like maybe saying, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it, and then it's like not putting some aside. So essentially, don't leave it to the point that let's say you reach a tower moment, okay, and then it's like, oh, what am I going to do? Take that time to say, you know, put a little, you know, until it then starts to pile up. You'll be surprised how much a coffee a day, you know, amounts of how you can spend like a coffee a day, how much it would cost for a coffee a day, and then just say, right, I'm going to put save that, and then wow, look how much I've saved. And I feel like it will also help you to create those healthy balances, you know, especially with discipline and being consistent. It will really help to instill those qualities and those habits. Okay, all right, so let's see what else Libra needs to know at this time. What else does Libra need to know? Can we have an oracle message, please, for Libra? Libra. Okay, Libra. What do they need to know at this time? Ooh, the whole deck fell. Okay, just bear with me. Ooh, wait. Okay, so we're going to read them all. So we've got make a decision. Now that could be very much in that Libra energy. Okay, positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations, and avoid negativity. Yes, got to avoid negativity. Okay, and I feel like that's also showing gratitude and being thankful for what's going around you. Okay. Wow. All right. Make a decision. So feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. Okay. So feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. Okay, Libra. So these are the messages that are coming out for you this time. Okay. Right. So we've got soulmate relationship, a new romance with spiritual basis. With a spiritual basis is here for you now. Wow. Morning affirmations. Stay positive. Affirmation, say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation for you. Wow. And then we have accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. Now, see how we said earlier about not, you know, we're not wanting to get ourselves into like a tower moment where we're ignoring things and we're not putting attention on the things that are really important to us. I feel like that's the kind of saying, staying into that energy of gratitude and being thankful will help you to open those doors and to help you to instill those qualities, you know, being consistent, being disciplined. Okay. Wow. All right, so we're going to pull out a quick message from the tarot. Woo! Okay, that wanted to come out. The Two of Wands, the Magician, we got the Three of Swords, and the 8. So I feel like, let's start with this because I feel like it's in the center as well. I feel like the Three of Swords is saying, don't get caught up on any kind of negative energy. Don't get caught up on any kind of like, oh, but I wish, you know, I feel like it's saying, don't get caught up in that energy because that can pull you from all the stuff that you've been like trying to manifest, things that you've been trying to focus on, things you've been trying to open new opportunities for yourself with the Two of Wands, and things are starting to come together. Don't get caught up in, I feel this could be like old habits die hard. Don't get caught up in those old habits, you know. Keep focusing on what you're doing and make it a habit that you're focusing just on your routines, because I feel like the more you focus on that, as from what we can see, you know, good awaits you. Good awaits you. Good energy, good vibrational energy awaits you, you know. In terms of your money, everything improving. So really keep focusing on that, okay? And any projects that you want to focus on and you have any desires on, really for them to come to fruition, you've taken that time to be the magician that you need to be, to really focus on your goals, you know, speak them out in existence, okay? But be mindful not to get caught up in this energy on dwelling on things that are not aligned with you, not serving you, and could be holding you back, okay? All right, so that's Libra. Okay, so we are moving on to Scorpio, right? So let's have a look and see what Scorpio needs to know. Scorpio. Okay, just having a shuffle. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? All right. All right. So what do you need to know? Scorpio. Let's start with the Jamaican Proverbs. Okay, what does Scorpio need to know at this time? What does Scorpio need to know at this time? Woo! Let's see what Scorpio needs to know. Crab in a barrel climb upon one another. Crab. So it's like the crabs, okay, that walk sideways, okay? They climb on each other, okay? They climb on each other. So this is simply what it's saying. So that kind of mentality of a crab climbing on one another, it's almost like this kind of mentality of I feel like it kind of represents that energy of people kind of just or this energy of just, rather than focusing on like, right, this is my idea, this is what I want to do, it's almost like a kind of sneaky way of just saying, right, I'm gonna underhand way of trying to see how you can take from something or from somebody. So I feel like it's kind of saying, be mindful of this energy at this time, because that's kind of like a competition or jealousy. So be mindful of this kind of if there's any type of projects or anything, maybe work or anything that you're pursuing at this time, just be mindful of that. Or even love interest, anything like that, or with friendship, just be mindful of that kind of energy. And I feel like it's kind of this energy saying that, oh yeah, I'm focusing on this right now, and someone goes, oh yeah, really, me too. And I feel like it's saying, just be mindful of that, okay? And always trust your intuition and your discernment every time, okay? All right, so we are going to have a look and see what the oracle wants to tell the collective. What does the oracle, rewind. Okay, what does Scorpio need to know for this all signs reading? What do they need to know right now? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Something wants to come out. I can feel it. What do they need to know? So, what do they need to know? Yes. Protection. Protection. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So there is like a strong energy of protection. So I want to call on Archangel Michael as well, because Archangel Michael is really good for that protective energy. So Archangel Michael, I ask that you are supporting the collective, for your support to protect and guide the collective, to strengthen their intuition, and for you to, for your guidance and for your cape to kind of like cover everybody, and to protect them from any harm. Okay, thank you. Right, so we've got set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. So this is like a key message, Scorpio, is I feel like it's saying, you know, just trust your intuition and be mindful of like if there is any kind of like competitive kind of, or always trying to find ways to try and compete. Just be mindful of that, okay? But just know that you and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So I feel like also call on Archangel Michael, who is the archangel that represents that really strong, powerful protection energy. Okay, if you've got like obsidian, tourmaline, okay, they're very good, like protective kind of like crystal energy to have around you that you can wear, as well as some amethyst, which is really good to strengthen that intuitive energy. Okay, all right. As well as clear, we've got some clear quartz as well, and that's really good. I've got it on me as well. It's really good as a way to kind of just bring that kind of energy around you. Okay, all right. Because I know sometimes with Scorpio there can be like that tendency to have drama around you, so I feel like it's just being mindful of that. Okay, so we're gonna just pull out a tarot card. Let's see what message wants to come out for the from the tarot for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know at this time? Woo! Nine of Swords. We got Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So I feel like with the Nine of Swords there could be some kind of like worries and some anxieties. And I feel like it can be also causing some kind of inner conflict with you. And I feel like this could be maybe, again, we have this thing about crab in a barrel. There might be things that you, I feel like it's kind of saying, really trust your intuition. If you've been having these thoughts or worries or about certain things going on in your life, I feel like it's like trust your intuition and use your discernment, okay? Always trust your intuition and use your discernment, and take yourself from any energy that's on environments that are not serving you, that are not in line with you, okay? And I really feel like it's calling on Archangel Michael, okay, as well as really tapping into that energy of gratitude and being mindful of what you say and how you speak things into existence, okay? But it's telling you, really set your spirits higher, increase your standards, and expect more. Expect more. Because I feel like this is where the Seven of Wands really wants you to kind of fight for yourself, in terms of like for your own ambitions, for your dreams, for all those things. Really don't feel no way about wanting more. Like, you know, we all deserve more. Abundance is something that we all deserve abundance. And I feel like it's kind of just saying, just know and believe that you deserve more, okay? All right, so that's Scorpio. Thank you. Now we're moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, yeah, baby, Sagittarius. Okay, we're just doing a quick shuffle, yeah. We're moving on to Sagittarius. Ooh, I want it to come out already for some. Okay, so we're gonna use that one. Just gonna quick shuffle here. So we've got, for the Jamaican proverb that came out for Sagittarius, was when man belly full, him brock pot. When man belly full, him brock pot. So this simply means when a man's belly, or when a person's belly, when they're full, when they're content, they don't want no more. They just move the pot and say, yeah, I'm done. Okay. So this simply means, you know, being satisfied. You know, sometimes we can forget the little things. So be present and be thankful for the blessings, your daily gratitude. Okay. So I'm sure this came out earlier. I can't remember if it was for Aries or Taurus, but really, I feel like it's kind of saying really focus on just being thankful for what you have in life, Sagittarius. It can be something that's really small. It doesn't matter how small, how big it is. Just really be thankful for what you have, okay? Let's have a look and see what the oracles want to tell you. So what does the oracle cards want to tell you at this time? Ooh, a helpful person. Now this came out for... I'm trying to remember if it was Leo. It was either Leo or Virgo, I think. But helpful person. Sometimes, so someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. So there could be someone, and I feel like it's someone that you can trust, someone that you had maybe a good relationship with, and I feel like intuitively you may know who this person is, or you may have been thinking, oh, I want to contact this person or speak to this person. And I believe it could be, like intuitively think this, it could be somebody that you know, someone that you know well, okay? Now, divine magic is here as well. It says extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. So expect miracles. So I feel like that if there has been any kind of goal, anything that you've been really focusing on or working on, I feel like it's going to come into fruition, okay? So really hang in there and keep doing what you're doing, you know, because I feel like you're gonna see, maybe you might be seeing signs, you might be seeing synchronicities, you know. What I like to do is say, if I to call on like an angel number and say, guardian angels, can you help? When I see, for instance, when I see 333, please tell me this is representing. Or 30. If I see the number 3, if I see number 33, if I see 333, or any threes, any kind of synchronicities to do with 3, please let me know that represents there's growth, or there's kind of like a message of new opportunity happening or taking place, or the things that I'm working on is moving on to an area of growth, okay? It could be something like that. And then you might notice, wow, I'm seeing this number all the time. Or you could do it like, please let me see all of the numbers, just like maybe in a day, as another way to kind of like see like, wow, the things that I'm working on, the things that I'm putting my time and energy is really coming into fruition, okay? As well as that gratitude. And I feel like that energy of really taking that time, yes, I think it was the Virgo energy now, remembering, that was that similar energy, similar kind of message to Virgo. The more you keep you focus on what it is that you want, and just kind of like almost channel that energy of like you're just focusing on your goals, but you have this energy of gratitude, and just take on this energy of like you already have it in existence, and you're just showing thankful, you're just showing your gratitude for what you have. That will help to bring that energy around you as well, okay? All right, so let's pull out a tarot message. Let's see what the tarot wants to tell us at this particular time. Okay, what does the tarot want to tell Sagittarius at this time? What do they need to know for this all signs reading? Okay. Something wants to come out. I can feel it. What wants to come out? What wants to come out? What wants to come out? Feels like it does already. What wants to come out? The Nine of Cups. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's a Nine of Cups. So I feel like this energy of the Nine of Cups is like, you keep going. You know, you're gonna be seeing everything that you've been working on is coming to fruition, and whether it could be like a praise, it could be a sense of like an achievement, it could be noticing that, wow, like things are starting to move in a way. You might be getting like a message, an email, a telephone call, recognition for your hard work and all your achievements. I feel like you're going to be seeing it. So hang in there, believe in yourself, know that you've got this. You know, the divine is supporting you at this time. You know, also, if there's anybody intuitively that you know that maybe you've been wanting to reach out to, or they've maybe have been trying to reach out to you, and I feel like it's also, you know, keeping those kind of like relationships around you, because it helps to instill that good energy, that good vibrational energy around you. Okay. Wow. All right. So that's Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Now we're moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, baby. Ooh, Capricorn. Ooh, Capricorn, baby. Okay, just do a quick shuffle. Capricorn, ooh, the Capricorn, baby. Right, let's start with the Jamaican proverb now. Let's see what the Capricorns need to know at this time. What do Capricorns need to know at this time? Felt like one wants to come out. Yep, good to go. To see me and live with me. To see me and live with me are two different things. To see me and live with me are two different things. To see me and to, this simply means to see me and to live with me are two different things. To see me and live with me. So that's like to see me outside, and to see me inside is two different things. The person that I am outside may not necessarily mean that I'm that same person that you see if you're in an indoor room environment with me. Okay, now this is also kind of like that message of sometimes we can have different masks. Okay, the outdoor mask that we have could be very different to our indoor mask, okay, of who we are. Sometimes the real authentic person could be that person that is indoor, but you might not now always necessarily see it outside, okay, when you're meeting people or things like that. So I feel like this message is kind of saying just to be mindful of that at this time, okay. Things are not always what they seem, okay. Things are not always what they seem, so be aware and take time to know the person thyself. Now, if this is, for instance, if there's something to do with love or taking time to meeting somebody or getting to know someone, I feel like it's kind of saying, you know, take that time to do dating for data, okay. You're gathering information about this person, what they're like, what do they do, you're noticing anything, if there's any red flags or anything like that, just taking time dating for data. And I feel like it's also if there's any kind of projects or any kind of like maybe career or things that you're trying to look into, or any paperwork, taking time to make sure you've crossed all the dots and crossed all the T's, making sure you thoroughly checked it, and maybe get somebody else as well to also check it, if it could be like from someone from a legal profession or anything like that, or seeking advice, okay, maybe speaking to a friend, someone that you can trust, about any particular situation where you intuitively feel like I feel like I need to kind of seek further guidance. I feel like that's like, take that opportunity, okay, to really look into something, okay, and gather as much data as you can possibly, so you can make a fair a fair judgment. And I feel like it's also trust. I feel like this message is also, because when this message comes up, it tends to kind of, it's like a proverb that is like saying, trust how you feel. Trust how you feel. Like intuitively trust how you feel. If you kind of get this, you know, I can't put my finger on it, then take that time, take that, you know, some extra due diligence to really go, well, okay, what's making you feel like this? What's making you feel like this? And if you have maybe some tarot, pull it out and see what messages are coming up for you as well, okay? All right, so we're going to pull out the tarot now and see what message comes out. So for Capricorn, okay, what do they need to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time? Felt like one tried to come out, but okay. So Two of Cups. Two of Cups. So this could this could be. I feel like it could relate to love. You know, it could be like a soulmate energy. It could be also something relating to something that you enjoy, something that you're passionate about. Okay, but I feel like it could also maybe be, if it's somebody that you know that you really have a strong connection with, maybe there could be things that and it might be also accepting that we're not perfect, no one is perfect, and I feel like that could be something that we all have to kind of accept. No one is perfect. Everyone has their own red flags. Everyone has their own kind of like maybe things that we can work on, things that we need to know, things that we know we need to work on. But I feel like it's kind of also being mindful if it's kind of things that you can manage, things that you can deal with, and whether in that union it's like also wanting to work on it at the same time and taking that time to work on things. Okay, so I feel like with this with the Two of Cups being here, I feel like it's giving me the energy of like a balance of like wanting to work on it, okay, and balancing one another out. But I feel like it's also just being aware that I'm being mindful that things don't always appear as it seems. Okay, all right. I'm gonna just see if there's another additional message that wants to come out for Capricorn. Five of Swords, yes. So I feel like with the Five of Swords being here, okay, let's see what's at the front as well. The Death. We've got the Death and we've got the Sun. So I feel like it's kind of saying, you know what, with the Five of Swords being here, there could have been, if this is in regards to a love relationship or anything like that, there could have been some kind of issues that had maybe made you become aware and see things that are not always, again, what it seems. But I feel like from that, seeing that we have the Sun and we have the Death, and look, we've got the Ten of Cups, I feel like, you know, things can grow from this. Whether there could have been I'm kind of getting like maybe if there's been some kind of like a cheating issue or not being honest on certain things, I feel like it can be resolved. If the two, again, it's all about free will, you know, everyone has free will, and I feel like it's also whether you're willing to and both parties are willing to take the time to work on it and create a new, okay. I feel like from what I can see that it you know, if the energy is saying like, well, it can be done, but again, it's all about free will. If the both of you are willing to take the time to do that, and again, if it's anything to do with maybe like a new opportunities with maybe work and career, I feel like they're, you know, not seeing like if something is not going well or maybe has you had hope or a plan, for it to be like, oh my gosh, do I need to chop and change everything? And I feel like just see it as like an opportunity that it can open up more doors and opportunities for things that you really enjoy doing. Okay, so taking that time to do your due diligence and taking that time to make sure you've crossed all the dots and the T's for everything. Okay, and just seeing if the deal or the offer that's being given to you, is it as good as it really seems, and is there anything that hasn't been mentioned or anything that hasn't really been addressed, and if there's any kind of like key questions now that you can ask that will really help to kind of pull the information that is kind of like, this is what I'm kind of getting, to help you pull the information that's not visibly being seen. So I hope that's making sense, okay? Okay, especially with the swords being here, I feel like that's kind of like that energy of not to get pulled in so much within your, like your emotional kind of like love energy, but also to keep in mind, because we got like 2 + 5. 2 + 5 is 7, and that 7 energy is to kind of like, I'm kind of getting to contemplate, to kind of, but I feel like it's also to kind of just focus on things that are going on around you, and not to kind of like dwell on things that may be like not going so well, but just looking at how you can work around it. Okay, or even creating a kind of plan for yourself. Okay, right, so let's have a look at the oracle now. Let's see what the oracle wants to tell us. What does the oracle want to tell Capricorn? Capricorn. Woo! Almost dropped that. Wow. Forgiveness, self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. So I feel like if there's kind of any issues, or if there's kind of been, especially with the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Swords, if there has been some disagreements or something that hasn't worked out, or I feel like it's kind of saying just don't hold on to that. Let go of that. Okay, let go of it. And you know, we all make mistakes. It's all part of like our life's journey. Our life's journey is like school. School doesn't just stop at school age. We're in the school of life, and I feel like it's like really embrace that and tap into that energy. So even if it's something to do with family, because there is like a strong energy of family, which is quite and look, 8 of Wands. I feel like there's that energy of that's a strong energy when it comes to the Capricorn, and it's kind of like building that tradition, building that strong kind of like family home life. I feel like it's kind of just saying don't have any hang-ups on anything. Just keep focusing on you know, focus on you, and also being thankful for the things that you have in your life. Okay, but I feel like it's like especially with the 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, I feel like the more you tap into that energy of you know, the things that are around you that are going well, and being thankful for those things, I feel like it will really help to open up and make you see, wow, like maybe those red flags are things that maybe I can work on. They're not as bad as I thought they were. Okay, so I really feel it's like also your outlook on the world and the things around you. But again, seeking advice, you know, speaking to people that you trust, trusting your intuition and using your discernment every time. Okay, right, so we're now moving to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what message is for Aquarius. Let's see what message is on Aquarius need to know. Okay, oh, just quick shuffle. I thought that was the oracle there. We do a quick shuffle, baby. Ooh, ooh, shuffle, baby. Ooh, ooh, shuffle, baby. Hey. Okay, another quick shuffle for the Jamaican Proverbs, baby. Okay, right. So what does Aquarius need to know? Right, I'm just gonna have a quick sip, man. A quick sip. Wow. You need to stay hydrated, guys. Wow. So we've got my candles are going. So right, we've got the Pisces next. Take where you get till you get where you want. So this has been a message that has been coming up. Take where you get till you get where you want. Hey, take where you get till you get where you want. Hey, take where you get till you get where you want. Take where you get till you get where you want. So this simply means take what you're getting right now until you get where you want to be, okay? Till you get what you truly want and desire. So again, this is a message about really working towards your goals. Every little step helps you to get where you want to be. You've got to continue to be disciplined and consistent. Furthermore, by taking those little steps, it will help you to become more disciplined and more consistent, because you're then now prioritizing the things that are truly important to you, and that's helping you now to also tap into that authentic energy that you have, things that inspire you, the things that you enjoy, the things that you love doing, okay? And you're really allowing yourself the time and the energy and the space and the mental capacity as well to really focus and say, right, at this time, I'm not going to watch any Netflix today. Let's say you might say, I'm going to, those 2 hours that I would spend every day watching my show, maybe that 2 hours, I'm not going to do it today. Or I may switch it, so I make sure I do that first and then I can watch it afterwards. You're going to say, right, I'm going to make sure I plan my calendar, plan my day, so I fit 15 minutes of doing this, 15 minutes of doing that, okay? And when you start doing that, and then you can then look at the end of the week and go, wow, those 15 minutes, and if I said I've 15 minutes and on 5 days, those really add up. And then you will be surprised on how much you have accumulated and gathered from really taking that time to focus your time and energy on getting things done that truly moves you, that truly grooves you, okay? Moves and grooves you. All right, so we're going to pull out the tarot. Let's see what the tarot wants to tell us. What does the tarot need to tell Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know? Woo! Ace of Wands, baby. So the Ace of Wands is saying keep going. New opportunities, new blessings are coming your way. And the more you tap into that energy of being consistent and staying focused, doors are going to be opening, okay? So if it's kind of things, it could be you really focusing on your self-love. It could be you working on your any projects or any passions that you have, anything that drives you. I feel like it's going to really open doors that maybe you're going to also appear more attractive at this time. You know, when I see the Ace of Wands, it does give me that big D energy. So I feel like it's like you're moving with that energy, and I feel like that will also make you appear more attractive, more confident. So keep doing that, keep doing it. If it's like a new exercise routine or anything that you're doing, keep working on those things, okay? And keep working towards your goals, okay? Because I feel even by taking that time to work on your goals, it's going to make you feel more confident in yourself. So keep doing it, keep doing it, okay? Woo! All right, we're going to pull out an oracle. Let's see what oracle message for this all signs reading. What does Aquarius need to... Whoa, that one flew. I'm getting... there's a song that's coming to mind. If I could fly away. Ooh, look at that. We got ready, set, go. Hey, ready, set, go. Ready, set, go, baby. I'm ready for that. You know that's why I'm getting that real good energy. That good energy. Ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in. Oh, I'm about to dive in. Woo! Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. You need to go for your heart's desire. Again, focusing on those goals, dreaming big. Aquarius, you've got to dream big, okay? Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. So really visualizing, visualizing will be a really good way to help you to focus on what it is that you want. What is it you want to bring into your life? What is it you want to bring into your existence? And really see yourself, whether you can picture yourself, if it's an interview, picture yourself getting a call from, from the employer saying, well done, congratulations, James, you've got this. If it's like a day or let's say it could be maybe a proposal, see yourself receiving that proposal and feeling so thankful that you've been given this proposal, you've been given this offer. Really take on that opportunity of visualizing. I feel like visualizing will be really good at this time for you, as well as tap into that energy of positive talking, like really talking. When you talk about yourself, or when you say anything about yourself, you're just saying, yeah, this is why we always tap into that energy of big up yourself, big up yourself, because when you big up yourself, you are bringing that good energy, that good vibrational energy of really tapping into that positive energy, okay, of really talking and saying, yeah, I'm good at this, I'm brilliant. It's not, and it's not coming from a place of arrogance or anything like that. It's just you being good at, you know, developing that healthy and good way of like talking about yourself in such a way that it you know, it helps your subconscious, and it lets the, in terms of the law of attraction and the universe, it helps you to build that connection, that you're manifesting what it is that you truly want, and you're also bringing that energy, you're tapping into that energy of saying, yes, I deserve this, I'm abundant, I am brilliant, I'm amazing at this. This is why I'm always getting these offers, because I'm so good. Like any job I apply for, I get them. This is the energy. Tap into that energy, okay? Wow. So that's Aquarius. So we're moving on to Pisces. Pisces, baby. Pisces, baby. Let's move on to Pisces. Let's Pisces, we're moving. We've got to thank the candles, because the candles are holding on, baby. For Pisces, right. Okay. Woo! That wanted to come out. So, we've got Tower in reverse for Pisces. Now, I feel like sometimes when you see the Tower in reverse, okay, it can also signify that there's, like, maybe there's things that, you know, things that could have been like it's happened, or things like, oh right, wow, I need to change this, and it's like, well, okay, like this has happened, and I feel like maybe it can also be caught up in the knowing that you need to do it, but it's, you kind of almost stuck in it. And I feel like maybe sometimes when you can get stuck in it, it can also be telling that there might be more. Maybe it could be a blockage, a chakra that could have been blocked. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick look, because we've got the chakras here, colours. I want to see what chakra colour could be impacted at this time for Pisces. What chakra colour could be impacted at this time? I just want to see what flies out for Pisces. Oh, it's the root. It's the root. So that it could be something to do with your root chakra. So again, the root chakra can signify that the things, you know, that early socialization, things that we've seen, things that we witnessed, things that we've observed, those kind of like that we might have observed from our parents, things that our elders maybe used to say, or habits or routines. So it could be, I feel like, with especially with the root chakra, and the fact two of them came out, I feel like there's a heavy energy around your root chakra. So it could be some kind of inner childhood, and I feel like it could be also that sense of stability and security, and really tapping into that energy of focusing on what makes you feel secure, what makes you feel stable in yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, just pull out from the tarot, let's see what can help the Pisces feel more secure and stable at this time, with the Tower being reversed. What can help Pisces at this time? Oh, this one wanted to fly out as well. Right, bear with me while I pick this one up. Okay, so it's the Seven of Wands is here. So I feel the Seven of Wands could be, you know, maybe it's this energy of really defending. I feel like it's kind of saying sticking up for yourself, sticking up for yourself. So I feel like if this could be in terms of work, career, relationships you have with others, I feel like it's kind of, maybe the Tower could be saying that when there's maybe some kind of difficult-ish situations or areas of conflict, there may have been some things that maybe some inner childhood or some areas in your life where you've kind of may have not always stood up for yourself. But I feel like the message is, it's kind of saying that is to stand up, you know, stand up for what you believe in, stand up for what is important for you. And I feel like it's kind of not to, it's kind of saying not to kind of cower away from any thoughts or feelings that may be different from yours, but also don't feel no way to say how you truly feel. And I feel like it's kind of also trust your intuition, use your discernment. And I'm going to also call on Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael for you. So let's call Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. I ask that you support Pisces at this time, and to give them the strength, to give them the courage of a lion, to be able to stand in any kind of situation or environment, so that they're always confidently putting out their points, and how their true feelings across, and not feeling any way about it. And Archangel Raphael, I also and Michael, I also kindly ask for your support in helping the Pisces to overcome any kind of issues relating to their root chakra, when it comes to how they feel in terms of their security, their stability, or anything like that, and to help them to feel more grounded at this time. And I ask for your healing energy, to give them that guidance, and so also to help them to always trust their intuition and use their discernment every time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's pull out a message from the Jamaican proverb. Let's see what additional message Pisces needs to know at this time. Well, we have 3 came out. Right, so we've got no set the hungry duck through watch can. No set hungry duck through watch can. So this simply means don't set a hungry duck the task to watch corn. Okay, don't set a hungry don't set. Oh my God. Yeah, so don't set. All right, got it. Right, so I thought there was some battery issues. That's all right. Not set. So don't set a hungry duck the task to watch corn. So this simply means be mindful at this time when it comes to temptation, like trust and common sense. Be careful what you share with others. Okay, so just be careful of what you share with others at this time. And I feel like this could be also be careful of what you share with others if it has created this unstuck feeling, tower energy. That, and it could be again maybe things that you've shared with others that you feel that maybe they could use against you or anything like that. So I feel like just be mindful of this. Be mindful of that. Okay. We've got good friend is better than pocket money. A good friend is better than pocket money. So this simply means just having a good friend is better than if you have some small change in your pocket. Okay, so value good friendships as well around you. Okay, we have, if you can't get turkey, you have to satisfy with John Crow. So this simply means if you can't get a turkey, you have to be satisfied with a crow. Okay, so if you're trying to get if you're trying to get a turkey and you can't get a turkey, just be satisfied with the crow. Okay, sometimes we don't always get what we want, but be thankful for what you have, and so abundance can come to you. So I feel like also with the tower being here, maybe that can also signify when things don't always go well, it's sometimes we can fall into that energy of lack, and we can fall in that energy of not really being thankful for what we have. And I feel like it's kind of saying, just as a reminder, to really stay in that energy of even if things might not seem like it's going well, just say, you know what, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that, because one, it's going to help you to stay grounded, it's going to help you to stay connected, and it's going to help you to build that intuitive connection with source, with the universe, with you, with your guardian angels, with your ancestors, with your spirit guides. Okay, so I feel like building that, and then it will also help you to see like, oh wow, maybe I'm in this loop with this tower being reversed in this area of my life, because maybe I'm kind of avoiding something, or and it can be something to do with like maybe a connection or a thing or a place that maybe it's creating some kind of unhealthy attachment to something. So I feel like it's kind of saying, you know, your good friends, and maybe seeking advice from others, also being mindful of what you share. Okay, and I feel like it's kind of like intuitively you will kind of know who those kind of people or things around you that can make you feel that particular way. Okay, so yes, with if you can't get turkey, you have to satisfy with the having a crow. Again, sometimes we don't always get what we want, but be thankful, okay, so that abundance can come to you. Okay, so that's the key message here. So we're gonna have a look at the oracle. Let's see. What? Mother healing. Now this is what I'm saying. Sometimes when the root is here, it can signify that inner child, and mother healing has come. Mother healing has come. So there could be something to do with like a parental figure, or somebody who gave you that kind of like support as a child. But it says, as your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly. So I feel like it's kind of saying really take that time to seek healing in that area, okay? Because it could, you know, be causing those blockages in your life, and for things to manifest for you. So if there's anything from the past, it's and sometimes it can be easier said than done, is to just working on letting go, taking that time to let go, okay? And seeking support from others as well to help with that kind of like finding ways to let go, or whether it could be having kind of like a healing conversation or a talk, or listening to a meditation or anything like that, to help you to kind of maybe understand where this blockage has come from and how to heal from it. Okay, well, and here we've got this message as well: set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. So I feel like this is the energy as well with the Seven of Wands, of like, you know, standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in, standing up for, you know, what drives you, what moves you, your passions, you know, not being afraid to say how you truly feel, what it is that you want, what is it you desire. Okay, really tap into that energy, because I feel like the more you tap into that energy, the more you're going to help to heal this, you know, heal that root chakra, because then you're not going to feel afraid or feel apprehensive to say how you truly feel and what you truly want. So always trust your intuition, okay? Your intuition can kind of like communicate maybe through your body, through that, maybe that gut feeling. You may like sense something, you may see a sign or synchronicity, you know, or ask, can I see this number? Can I see this particular number to tell me this or to tell me that? Okay, so to Pisces, I hope the messages are resonating. Now with the all signs messages, please do go and have a look, you know, where it's your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign as well, because you can gather all those intuitive gems in the reads. But to the collective for this all signs reading, okay, I hope the messages are resonating. And you know what we like to do around here at Wagwan Tarot and Tea, okay, take what resonates and leave. We have to say it with power. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I saw it go around here. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But be sure to look good, feel good, and stay blessed. And I'll see you on the next one. One love to you. Big up yourself.